sitting here out of place, on the fence, on the ranch. Don't know if this is my home. I feel like I don't belong. My horse is my only friend. My fur color has made me an outsider. My ma and pa love my normal brother better. Can he do what I can? Can he feel what I can? I'm alone, alone in my home. Fate steps in and takes my paw. Everything is about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change.
The Unwanted One Part 4. Pictures by WappaLou. Written by the Furry Sith Lord. Katanos casually made his way back to the ranch and he shivered as the evening set in. May was still a bit chilly at night and normally he'd wear a coat if he had planned things better. Part of him regretted rushing off, but he was too upset by Butterbean's death. He figured he could sneak in and grab his stuff before anyone knew anything. He doubted if anyone would even know he had run away until they needed him to do something. He was more a slave than a son to any of these furs. He only wished there was a way he could take something that belonged to Butterbean. Some memento so he could honor his old pal. The trouble was that he needed to pack light or it would be difficult to leave. He would love Butterbean's saddle, but it was too big and bulky, and since he no longer had a horse it would be pointless to take it. A new wave of grief filled him as he again realized his best friend was gone. The thought that his body was being turned into glue or whatever they did to the bodies of dead horses filled him with disgust towards his family. When Chase came home he had said some terrible things about Butterbean. It would not surprise him if his pa and Chase had deliberately killed Butterbean. Chase probably came up with an excuse that getting rid of Butterbean would save money. Their pa would jump at the chance to spite Katanos and please Chase. The ranch seemed quiet as he made his way into it. He was relieved there was no one around to tell his folks that he was back. Not that anyone really cared, he was just a freak to be ignored. He suddenly heard footsteps approaching, but he was not quick enough to react. A lasso pinned his arms to his side as it landed on him and he was knocked to the ground as Chase wrapped the rope around him a couple of times, then tied his feet bent up, so that he was hogtied. Not bad, it took me 18 seconds. I used to be faster before I went off to school. Chase gloated. Asshole, Katanos muttered. Chase seemed to ignore him as he was pulled up to look at his brother face to face. Ma and Pa have been frantic. Where have you been? Chase asked and Katanos snorted. His brother began to untie him but Katanos did not care. He was not sure which he was madder at. His brother getting the drop on him or him lying about his parents caring. Katanos realized that Chase must be making fun of him. Pa was ready to call the sheriff but I convinced him I could find you. Come on, they're waiting for us in the kitchen. Chase said as Katanos just sat on the ground unmoving. Chase looked at him curiously wondering why he was just sitting there. I untied you, you can get up now, Chase said but Katanos did not move. Need a paw? Chase asked as he extended his paw to help Katanos stand up. Katanos just sat there unmoving and he didn't even regard his brother's attempts to help him stand. I'm leaving. Katanos muttered to him. Chase then turned and looked at his brother questioningly. Leaving? Chase asked incredulously. Butterbean was the last straw. I'm tired of everyone looking down on me and ignoring me. Sure, I'm not orange like my older brother. Not sure why that makes me any less of a tiger. Katanos complained. How do you think I feel? Everyone is always looking at my brother. How strange and unusual he is. Does his coloring mean he has superpowers? Chase whined. Superpowers? Katanos asked incredulously. You're not as ignored as you think. Chase said, but their attention was quickly drawn away as the light of several pickup trucks shone as the trucks sped towards the ranch. Chase grabbed his brother and they ran to hide in the barn. What's happening? Katanos asked. I dunno. Chase said as the trucks came to a screeching halt and several large figures got out and made their way towards the house. This ends part 4. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
Fate steps in and takes my part. Everything is about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change. Oh God, how things are about to change.